Good Monday morning, everyone. Welcome to Coffee with Drea. That's me. Please say hey as you enter. Jesse's out taking care of some feeding, so you'll probably hear a little noise in the background. Good morning, Suzanne. Good to see you this morning. Hi, Nadine. Right now, you got just me. Deanna will be out shortly, and like I said, Jesse's out taking care of feeding some of the animals. I hope you all had a great weekend. I hope you made it a great weekend. Thanks, Miss Joyce. Hi, Kim. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Amy. I hope you're healing well today. Good morning. Hi, Patty. Y'all keep Amy in your prayers. She recently had a surgery, I want to say Wednesday last week. Top of the beautiful Texas morning. Absolutely. It's a gorgeous day. It's cloud cover, blue skies, sunshine, perfect temperature. I really, there's nothing to complain about weather-wise. Anyway, with Amy, she had a surgery last week. She did have to go back to the emergency room, but she's doing fine. Sandy, yay, that's awesome. She's doing fine. Y'all know Amy and Jody Slocum. They are rays of sunshine, and they don't complain. So, I'm so glad, Amy. I am so glad. We've been keeping you in our prayers. So, good morning. Welcome to Coffee with Drea, you guys. I'm Drea. And I'll just do a very good morning, Vicky. How are you? I just came across something that you and your granddaughter did for me the other day. It gave me a moment of gratitude. I appreciate that. When I was praying about what to talk about today, or at least, give us a base to start with, I came up empty. And I've been trying. Good morning, Phyllis. Hey, Kathy. Hi, Mary and Donna. If I miss you, I apologize. Please say something again, and hopefully I'll see you. Good morning, Zoanne. Long time no see, my friend. Good morning, Miss Georgie Lee. Hey, Carolina. Oh, queen of all things DIY. Good morning. Jesse. Good morning, Kay. It's not chilly here this morning. Good morning, Bobby. Say good morning to Ileana for me, please. Good morning, Tom. How are you? Good morning, Deborah. So I thought, what can we start our discussion on? This, as many of you know, good morning, Miss Trina and Deborah. Avanel, good morning. How are you? Hi, Kathy. Yes, Debbie, everything is going well. Good morning, Jane. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad you'll enjoy them. You got to send me a picture of what you create with them. Oh, Annette. Oh, the gym. Oh. Bless you for doing it. Good morning, Miss Nadine. Deanna Taylor, good morning. Hi, Fredna. Anyway, I thought action. Why action required came to mind, I don't know, but I thought it was a good place to start. Because like I said, as many of you know, this Saturday is the anniversary of my son and daughter being killed in an accident. They were on their way to town for ministry, actually. It was the day after Easter. It was April 24th of 2000. 21 years, y'all. It's unreal that that much time has passed. During this week prior, you have all your last memories that keep coming up, which is a good thing because they were good memories. Good morning, Sherry. Oh, carrot cake. Shame on you. Good morning, Kinsey. Congratulations, dear girl, on all your successes. I'm really proud of you and very happy for you as well. Good morning, my little cupcake. So I live through, and it's something, if you've had a loss, for me, it's in particular my children, but if you've had a loss, when you come up on that anniversary date, all your last memories, like I said, just keep playing in your mind, which is a blessing, but it's also a heartbreak. And then the anniversary date comes, and the week that follows, that leads up to the day of their burial, from the date of the accident to the day of the burial, are tough, because then you're reliving those days. So good morning, Miss Joyce. I think I said that, but good morning anyway. And so I think, Jesse and I were talking about how sometimes we have to remind ourselves to practice gratitude. I'm doing good, Patricia. How are you? Thank you for the blessing, Fred. I appreciate that. And, we talk about choosing joy and choosing being an action word. So it's something you have to think about to do. There is not a day in my life since I made the realization that I could choose joy, even in the worst of circumstance, that I don't choose joy in one way or another. It doesn't mean I'm joyful 24/7. I get mad and sad and angry and all the things that we all do. But I choose joy. Well, I want to choose gratitude. I want to practice gratitude. And when you're going through the reliving moments of a tragedy, it's all the more important that you take action. Gratitude doesn't just fill you up on its own, It's something you have to practice as well. I have to remind myself how grateful I am for whatever things in my life I'm grateful for. And there are so many things that I'm grateful for. One of which is you guys and the time we get to spend on Monday morning. It's such an encouraging. Yes, choosing is an active word, Miss Jean. My blessing. Good morning, Denise. Let's see, I think I missed somebody. I hope not. I'm sorry if I did miss you. And that is why I said action required. Because pretty much for anything you do, you can't sit back on the couch and wait for good things to come to you. I mean, it'll happen once in a while. You get this great big surprise and it's a good thing that came your way and you didn't put any effort into it, and there it is. And you're grateful for that. But more often, we have to practice gratitude. Every day, part of my morning mirror talk, I hope you guys are participating in that, is a reminder of something, at least one, that I'm grateful for that day, for that week, for something in my life, whatever. And that allows me then, good morning, Sherry, how are you, Miss McKee? Good morning, Regina. So proud of you and your accomplishments, girl. I'm so proud. And happy for you. I sound like a mother hen, so proud, but I am. If we practice gratitude, it allows us then to focus, which is also an action word, to focus on the good instead of all the negativity. Jesse said, hey, Mom, did you hear about the FedEx shootings? I was like, what? No. In Indianapolis. And I was like, no, I don't watch the news. I just don't. And when she told me about it, and the age of the person that killed 8 innocent people, I thought, how can a 19-year-old have developed that much hate? Let's face it, murder is hateful. And so I really thought about that, and I thought, you know, for whatever reason, he saw no hope in his future. And he snapped, whatever. I don't know the whole story. I honestly don't even want to know the whole story. It just got me to thinking about how if we allow ourselves, yes, it does. Sherry, it really does. If we allow ourselves to focus on the negative in our life and in the world around us, no, it's fine. It needed caps. Then it's really on us, isn't it? Because we have that choice. Because if we focus on the good, then there's good. If we don't leave room for all that ugly, where's it going to go? Not in our lives, right? And we were talking about, you know, how we can't focus on the past. Now, we have to know our past to learn from our past to move forward. Duh, right? Your past doesn't disappear. It's still there and it's still a part of you, but we cannot focus on it. So we have to focus on the present. And what can we do today? Good morning, Joanne. Oh, thank you. Hi, Miss Teeny. Good morning. And I could choose to focus and wallow in and be miserable. I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen to a parent? They bury a child. I buried 2 children. I could live in that. I could. Nobody would blame me. They'd be, oh my God, poor Drea, of course. But I choose to focus on the positive, to focus on the blessings. Good morning, Ramona Boudreau. So good to see you. It's a choice that I make. It did not come easy. The book is almost done, y'all. We're at the editing, fine-tuning part. And of course, Dre's got to add more stuff, but my goal was by my birthday this month, which is the 29th. So I think we're going to make it. Anyway, back to reality. So it's important because I read somewhere a while back that we have to remember our future comes one day at a time, one moment at a time, really, if in a Dreism. So we can't really worry about that. We have to think about today, focusing on the good today, focusing on the people, places, things we love today. Focus on your passion. Do you have a passion to create? Then create. Focus on that. You know what? It's okay to make yourself happy. What? Yes, it is. We were not meant to live our lives in misery. I myself, when my journey ends, I do not want my family, friends, children, grandchildren to focus on misery of loss. I want them to focus on celebrating the memories we shared and they're living their best life. And sometimes when we have a loss, we have to remind ourselves of that pretty regularly. I also lost my son in 2014 in a car accident. I absolutely choose the joy in the memory of him. Annette, you and I are soul sisters for sure. I'm sure you feel the same way as I do in regards to what our children would want for their mothers. And that is to have a joyful life, to collect joyful things. But all of this requires action. And sometimes taking that action is so hard. Good morning, Marie. Hi, Tracy. LaChance, how are you? I know I missed one of you. Let me see. Did I get Joanne? I did. Regina, you're so cute. Good morning, Vicky Zaretsky. Love that name. Anyway, good morning. I spend time trying to learn how to get to know myself better. Why, Dre? You should know yourself better than anyone. Maybe. Maybe I should. See, yesterday's history, tomorrow a mystery, today is a gift from God, which is why we call it the present. Bill Keene, wise words. Absolutely. Isn't that a beautiful thing? I want to be the change that I want to inspire in others. I want to inspire everyone to focus on, one, creating amazing memories with the people that you love. Even if you don't get to spend much time with them, create memories with them. Those memories are what carries you through. I'm going to sneeze here. Just a second. Excuse me. Goodness. And I want to be responsible for inspiration. I want to inspire people for the better, not for the worse. Yes, Michelle Gorman, it is. You're absolutely right. That first step, that's a booger. It takes, thank you, Vicky. That takes so much courage. But you know, we as women, and I can only speak to we as women because, well, I'm a girl. I understand 13 years ago I made a choice to allow God to remove the pain of my loss so my heart can heal and then replace the pain. Let me come back. Good morning, Patricia. Then replace the pain with a mission. Still today, I keep it going where I help others in the memories of my grandson. Perfect. Perfect. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I sure really need them blessings. But when I was talking about getting to know myself better, thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that. Getting to know myself better would be like, I was so frustrated when I heard about the killings. And then Austin, oh my God, our little town had a shooting where 3 people were killed this weekend. This is why I don't watch the news, y'all. I can't. I don't understand that kind of hate. I understand being disappointed in people or upset or mad or whatever. I just don't understand hate. I really don't. Like, you know, I hate beats, but I don't hate anything about anybody enough to cause them harm. And I don't understand it, especially when it's someone young. It worries me that a 19-year-old felt that much hate. But anyway, so in getting to know myself better, I was like, okay, why is this upsetting you so much? And that's when I realized it's because I don't understand. And I like to keep things as simple as possible for myself and those around me. And that's part of it. You have to know you. Good morning, Marie. Good morning, Kelly Morse. Welcome. And that is why I choose to try to inspire others with what I've gone through. You know, no doctor, no psychiatrist, no psychologist, none of them have the job of telling us, the word is telling us how we feel or who we are. What they do, what their job is to help us get to know us and why we have some of the issues that we have. Or they help us carry us through a difficult time. Good morning, Michelle Joseph. Welcome. So those of us that have the unfortunate experience of extreme or immeasurable pain or loss or circumstance, what can we do with that? What can we do with that to take something positive out of something painful? Well, find a way to inspire others. How can you inspire others? Well, you can make it through. It takes courage. You know, it was said earlier, Michelle Gorman said earlier, that first step is the toughest, and it is. But once you take that first step to heal yourself, other people are watching you guys. You don't even know who you're inspiring. you don't know how you can help somebody. Good morning, Carrie McLaughlin. Good to see you, my friend. And so remember that you are being watched and heard. And this should give you the validation that you need to know that your experience and coming through a difficult time, whatever it may be, can inspire someone else to know, to have hope. Hope that, okay, my God, Dre buried 2 children and she's still choosing joy. You know, I lost my job. But if she can choose joy, I know I can. That is how you inspire. You make it through the mess, right? You make it through the pain and others can see that. And then what? You're affecting the change you want to inspire. Good morning, Carol. And we may take many first steps. Isn't that the truth? Oh, thank you, Cecile. Monday mornings are important for me too. They inspire. You guys are an inspiration to us. How many eggs, baby? Woo, they're big ones too. Yay. But again, action is required. Please, please note that. And know that your tiniest of actions is still moving forward. You can't move on in the strictest sense of the words, but you can move forward. You can make it through. Sometimes in the beginning, we're just lucky to make it through a day, a moment, when we're suffering some kind of loss or tragedy. And there's been so many lately. I have had so many prayer requests, you guys. And I want you to know, I take those serious. And we pray about them. And then I take them to the church, like I did yesterday, and say, please, please include them in your prayer. Because I believe in the power of prayer. And sometimes the power in prayer is the saying of the prayer, because you give it to God. And you trust that God's going to take care of it in whatever way is best, right? So sometimes that's the power. Let's see what Phyllis Sedlock says. Unfortunately, we as moms forget that our children watch us as to how we handle situations, and they feel that it's the right way to handle things. But we have to remind ourselves to be honest and have faith that we are teaching our kids to follow in positive steps in life. Absolutely. Absolutely. Actions speak so much louder than words. How many of us moms have said that to our kids when they say, you know, and we're like, I don't want to hear your words. I want to see your actions, right? I have a sign that says, life is too short to start my day with broken pieces of yesterday. Let's see. Oops, Bobby, I'm sorry. I'm trying to hit the see more button. There it is. Nope. Okay. Start my day with broken pieces of yesterday. It will definitely destroy your wonderful today and ruin your great tomorrow. And after all I've been through in life, it reminds me that it's my choice. Good morning, Karen Bush. Welcome. She's here. She's just taking her dear time. She had to fix herself some tea. Don't worry. Yes. Oh, thank you, Miss Avenel. I appreciate that so much. Yay, Robbie! Welcome. Yes, Ramona, they certainly do work. Let me have a sip because, you know. Good morning, Laura. Stacy, I still remember having such fun with you in Gatlinburg at Wine and Design. It was so fun. Hope you'll get to go to the next one because you're a sweetie. She's right here. Deanna's here now. She just had to fix some tea. So they're all saying, where's Deanna? And hi, Deanna.
Good morning, y'all.
Thank you, Patricia. I appreciate that. And so I was talking about getting to know yourself better. It sounds silly, but it's very important that we do that. Spend a little time with you, talking with you, understanding you. Carrie, friend's 24-year-old daughter, a double lung transplant recipient, was buried. Oh my gosh, she had CF and have been such an inspiration to so many. Well, the beauty in that, Carrie, is that she leaves that legacy of encouragement. But I'm so sorry for your friend's loss. That's horrible. And no matter what, even if it's an expected loss, it's a loss the same. Good morning, Elizabeth. How are you, Miss Ribbon Leg? I appreciate you joining us this morning. Oh, by the way, let me ask you. Yes, it is, Michelle. Absolutely. Speaking of the power of prayers, one of my dearest friends, Sandy, many of you know her, Sandy Gregory, her mother, Barbara, who is an earth angel. Let me just tell you, she's an amazing human being. She's coming to the end of her journey. She was supposed to get a lung transplant, but that did not work out for whatever reason. And she came home on hospice care, I think Thursday. And the doctors expect her to maybe have a week left. So if you will please keep Sandy and her family in prayer for strength and comfort as they go through this difficult time. And keep Miss Barbara in your prayer that as she ends her journey, she ends with no pain. Because she lived a heck of a journey, y'all. She's a woman that shared love and an amazing legacy.
Peace and comfort.
I did.
Oh, I missed that. Sorry. I'm adoring the cow.
Aw. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate that. And Sandy, that's all Sandy asks, is that we pray. I'm on standby so I can get there as soon as she needs me for, well, whatever she needs me for. Sandy, over the years, has become so much more than a friend. She's family to us, and we're family to them. And, you know, it breaks your heart when someone loses someone. Y'all know how difficult it can be to lose a parent. And let's just keep her in our prayers, please.
We flew on another planet.
Thank you so much. I will let her know, guys. And Ashley as well, yes. That's her daughter.
That's Lucy drinking
water. And her children and grandchildren. There's a lot of loss here. And Sandy's family, her sisters, etc. If you will just say prayers for Sandy and her family. It's tough times. Yes, comfort that angels surround her and her mother. Thank you. That's beautifully said. And I want you to understand that if you are not a believer in prayer, that's okay. I love you anyway. We don't have to be identical to be loved, right? Or share exact beliefs to be loved. So if you will just send out positive vibes out into the universe, that would be great as well. Really, Paula? Well, we'll have to fix that someday. Thank you, Miss B. I appreciate that. By the way, the stars go to our local animal shelter monthly. As soon as Facebook hands it down, we hand it over. Yes. Thank y'all so much. Good morning, Krista. So nice to see you, Miss Elza. So remember, good morning, Dunk. How are you? Be the change you want to inspire. Let's inspire goodness and love and kindness and self-control. The fruit of the Spirit comes to mind right now. Choose joy in everything you do. Good morning, Carol Ann. I know it seems when you're going through a tough time impossible. I am. Thank you, Charlotte. I appreciate that. It seems impossible when you're going through things, but not everyone, but there's a lot of people watching you, in particular your family, your community. Let them see you have courage and to see you living your best life instead of where we'd like to be curled up in bed, allowing sadness or sorrow or whatever to wash over us. But really, you've got the strength. I know you do. It's in there. You have that power. We talk about that power. We have talked about that power for over 3 years on Coffee with Drea. I'm serious about it. You have the power to take the action required to have hope. Hope is such a strong word. And it's a beautiful word. Good morning, Tanya. Welcome this morning. And if we focus on the good, we're going to be focusing on hope. We're going to know that the future comes in moments, hours, and days. It doesn't come quickly. Doesn't all of a sudden there's your future. It's a process, but you must take action today, y'all. I don't want to see anybody so sad and so hurt by circumstance or by others that you forget to be grateful. Grateful that you woke up. I am sad that my hair is falling out, but I'm grateful it didn't all fall out. You know what I'm saying? So even in things that upset you, you can be grateful about something. Aw, Marie, I just love you. Good morning, Pam.
The best time to start is always now.
Did somebody say that?
Nope, just me.
Jesse said the best time to start is now. And like, we know that first step is difficult, but what I've said so many times, depending on your circumstance and what it is you're summoning the strength and courage to go through, of course, determines it. Tomorrow always becomes today. That's well said. Good morning, Ronnie and Rebecca. I'm going to assume Rebecca Johnson. Good morning and welcome. And it doesn't have to be a full step. It doesn't. It could be a shuffle. It could be a crawl. You know what? It could be just sitting up that day and taking notice that you're forgetting to live your best life. Oh my God, I don't want my children to see me in misery. I don't. My 2 children here, which are my earth angels, or my 2 children that have passed on, which are also my angels, I don't want them to see mom miserable. I want them to look at mom and go, wow, that's my mom. She did it. She made it. She's making it every day, every moment. Y'all, I'm going to cry here in a second. Jeez. Whew. Mom chose to live her best life. Mom chose joy. Mom's legacy to us is hoping to inspire others to choose joy. That's what I hope. That's what I want. To use my horrible, tragic, unimaginable loss to inspire, even if it's just someone to realize that you've got this. It's hard and it seems impossible, but it's not. Open your mind and your heart to the possibility that 5 minutes from now, you're going to fill yourself with joy because you chose to. An hour from now, you're going to think of things you're grateful for. You know what thinking those things does to you? It fills you with joy, of course, but it fills you with hope. Let me see. I know I missed. Please pray for my sister-in-law, Patty. She is on her way to the Lord. Oh, she was given about a month to live. Love you all. Oh, Fonda. That's right, Bobby. We get to start over. Every moment is a moment we can start over because our future is in a minute from now. Start over. Look in that mirror and tell yourself how amazing you are. Celebrate you. That teaches your children, your grandchildren, your loved ones, your community, that they should celebrate as well. They should celebrate themselves. Every step in the right direction is a step in the right direction, right? So simple. Oops. Oh, let me see. Sandy, you always come up with something so beautiful. Prayers for Sandy and her family and blessings for her mom's journey. I just became a little girl when I heard that even after 64 years, the tears rise, but I can pray. They find the joy that I know comes in time, and the sadness will be wonderful memories, and the love never goes away. Amen, Sandy. Need to head to town, but just wanted to let you know I've been very blessed. It was our 44th anniversary on Friday. Happy anniversary! 44 something big, isn't it? On Friday the 16th, and we've been together for 49 and a half years. You have a great day. Also, blessed to have you and your family in my life. Aw, right back at you, Ramona. Thank you. Every day we get to wake up, we have to remember to thank God and to try to make it a great day. Whoops. No matter what happens. Good morning, Denise. Oh, Miss Joyce, we will do that. We don't know the silent tears that others are crying. I have gone through and go through things that you'll never know, that are difficult. But I have to make the choice constantly to take action. And by taking action, I mean by choosing that joy, by focusing on the good, by practicing gratitude, and by doing whatever I can to inspire others, but also to inspire myself. I need to be able to inspire me to do better. We each can do better. We can do more. You know, we can be servants of others. By that, I don't mean serving them a meal necessarily or giving them money. I mean
being your highest self so you can be your highest self for them.
Being your highest self so you can be your highest self for them. Sometimes all it takes really is a smile. They all aren't ever sure of me, what I'm going to say when we go out to eat or when we go shopping. If I see somebody being sad, I try really hard without being silly about it. Well, sometimes silly works. Without taking too much liberty.
Do you remember going out to eat? And I'll never forget this, but the waiter, he came up to us and he goes, "Is she your mom?" And we said, "Yeah." "Well, she's cool. I like her."
Because I was giving him one joke after another. He looked like he was being, he was one of those waiters that had so many tables, and he was doing such a good job, and he stopped and took time with us. Didn't help that I had two beautiful daughters right there for him to look at, right? But it made his day, and it was just me being goofy. Cherie says, I have a special prayer request for my best friend, Yvonda. Her husband's grandmother is not doing well, and they have given her just a few days to live. Aw, Yvonda.
That's a pretty name.
Yeah, it is. It's different.
I like it.
So sorry. Oh, Marie, look at you with your big old heart. Gosh, dementia is such an unforgiving. Did Ruben enter the room? Hi, Ruben. So that's what came to my heart and mind this morning. And a lot, like I said, a lot of it is I'm working through the next 2 weeks. I can't promise you that you'll see much of me this weekend. My kids and I generally try to, take the day and spend it in loving memory of Justin and Dee Dee, my two children. And they both died just a couple of weeks from their next birthday. So I say 16 and 18 for them. They would have liked that. And technically for Mom, they were 16 and 18 because, you know, pregnancy and all. Can I say a prayer for Colt? He is very sick with stuff. Absolutely. Oh, my sweet little Colt. Hi, Colt. Is he there with you? Oh, bless his little heart. I know Monkey's grandson just went through that. Apparently, it's rampant. Good thing I don't go many places. So another thing is, I so appreciate the love and encouragement that you give to one another and to me. And thank you for the grace that you allow me to be able to have the time and the sadness and the happiness. It's such a mix of emotions during the anniversary dates. And I would love to tell you it gets better with time. The ability to deal with the loss does get better with time. The pain that you live through on the anniversary date makes it feel like yesterday. So I can't promise you that, you know, the grief is grief. You're going to grieve forever when you lose someone. In particular, for me, my children, of course, I've had other losses that were important people to me, like my dad. But time has a way of allowing us to rely more and more on the good memories. And that's what I love about it, the passage of time. I don't like to get the leveling up age thing, but, you know. Thank you, Stacy. You're so sweet. Let's see. Okay, well, when you see that little angel, you give him a hug from Miss Drea. My husband and I appreciate your mornings that you inspire us to get through the loss of a loved one. Have a blessed day. Oh, Mitzi, I'm sorry that we share that. Oh, good morning, Candy. Good to see you. Let me have a sip of coffee. Same here, Trina. It just gets, you know, crazy difficult, but not unbearable. And that's the difference that time makes. Early on in loss, it's almost unbearable. You know, guys, I don't know. Those of you that haven't suffered the loss of someone really close to you, loss is more than emotional. It is so physical. I've had 14 major operations in my life. I have never suffered so much physical pain as I did the day I lost the kids and for a while thereafter. Physical, and it's in the place of your heart, you know, it's weird that it would be there, but the physical pain goes away, except for during the anniversary or like their birthday. You feel that physical loss again, but not as severely. But it becomes bearable. And that is, the pain is there, but it gentles. Oh, I love it said that way. It becomes less raw. Absolutely. Oh, Kendi, you got to send us a picture to our page when you're done. I want to see it. That would be awesome to see. It does bring prayer warriors together, and that's all. Thanks. That was made by a local pottery artisan, Tom. She did such an amazing job, and it's as big as my head just about. It gentles. I love that. I might stick that in the book. Is that okay with you, Karen? That's a beautiful word of encouragement, and it does. That's better than saying it becomes more bearable. Let's see. Darlene made it to church yesterday for the first time in over a year and a half, and it was such a blessing. However, I'm struggling today and think I might have to go get some fluid drained off my lung again. Appreciate your continued prayers. Miss Darlene, you are in our daily prayers. You absolutely are. Ruben, you and your family Be in my prayers. May the peace, calming, healing hand of Jesus. Ruben, thank you. That's beautiful. Morning, Retta. Kendi, I need to see those. You need to send them. Jesse, an extra blessing for you this week. As a sibling of many, I know the loss of siblings is so difficult. Know the bond is always there, and there will always be a part of your strength and loving nature. Thank you for remembering that. I'll tell you, that was one of the difficult things that my son, Jonathan, and Jessica, my daughter, went through was, everybody was there to support mom. And there were some there that supported them. But over time, the support comes my way. I get the messages, etc. And they, who lost 2 siblings, look, my 4 kids were extremely close. You know what? I think they got really close so they could fight mom. Trick mom in the background. Not fight. They get together and do silly, goofy mom tricks. Yeah, I think that's what it was. But they were tight. So thank you for acknowledging their loss. That's very important.
Thank you.
So I hope and I pray that while I don't want you to imagine my loss, I hope that what I've been through and where I've come since then, and I'm a constant work, y'all. I'm never going to be anything but a continuous, what do you say?
Work in progress.
Work in progress. Thank you. And your words of encouragement help with that. And we so appreciate you. And thank you for allowing us this Monday morning together. I was going to stop a number of times because I thought, oh my gosh, they got to be sick of this. And then one of you will message me and tell me what a difference it makes for you. And it's like, okay, God, I get it. Thank you, Laura. You're so sweet. My 2 daughters suffered greatly with the loss of their brother. Absolutely. Oh, thank you, Kendi. There will be a time I will come see you again. I felt really close to you, and you are an amazing person, and I will be praying for you every day. Thank you, Carol. Carol and I hung out a lot at Crafters Convention was it the end of February, beginning of March, right before COVID. We got home, and that Friday, Illinois shut down. We got home Tuesday, I think. But anyway, so I got to spend a lot of time with Carol. We did connect. We soul sisters.
If they hear snoring, it's my dog.
Bobby, what you want, girl? Checks in the mail. That was very, very sweet of you to say, Bobby. We are all a masterpiece in progress. Oh, Carolina, that's my prayer. That's my prayer, because many of you don't know it always. You'll Carrie McLaughlin is amazing with this, and it's funny because very often she sends exactly what I need to see. Every morning before I wake up, my phone dings, and I know right away that's Carrie. No matter what she's going through, she's only missed a couple of days. She'll send me some inspirational quote. 90% of the time, it's exactly what I needed to see or hear that day. Or one of you will do a live and you'll say something in there and I'll be like, wow, that's powerful. I needed to hear that. Hi, Tisha. And so don't think that you guys are not an inspiration to me. In times of struggle, I depend on that from you. And you're an inspiration to my family and our little community at Ranch House as well. Let's see. Nothing that you can describe in the beginning. The pain is unbearable, but with God and sisters of the heart like yourselves, the blow does become more of a gentle hit to our hearts. I love you also and praying for you and family this weekend. Kathy, thank you so much for that. Well said. You all are such a blessing and inspiration to me. You've helped me pick myself up several times to keep going, keeping my eyes on the Lord. Absolutely. It's God working, not me. Had a doctor appointment, aggravated, had to wait until May 10th for an ultrasound. Yeah. Well, maybe they can get you in sooner. Doesn't she, Bobby? It's just amazing. If God brings you to it, he'll bring you through it. Amen. It's been a year with loss of my husband. Oh, I'm so sorry. Your words help knowing we can get through this. Tisha says, hi, Jess.
Hi.
Don't ever give the Mondays up. We love and need you in our lives. Thank you, Brenda. And, you know, it's just so humbling sometimes. Well, all the time it's humbling. Sometimes I feel like such a responsibility because I feel like God's directing me to do this. I hope that doesn't sound, Drea, you think God's directing you? He's directing every single one of us, y'all. He is. Don't leave it to man. We can't direct our own steps. What the Bible tells us. So I allow God to direct me and to direct the subject matter. I'll tell you a prayer that I pray regularly, especially with Coffee with Dre, is that whatever words I speak, I speak from the heart, and that I say them in such a way that it's not a judgment against myself or others, and that it inspires me and the rest of us to change whatever it is that we need to change. Maybe we just need to smile more, y'all. We have to realize we're all sisters in this life, whether we like it or not, and should be helping to raise each other up. Amen, Phyllis. He most certainly is directing you. The wonderful thing is that you listen. Oh, sometimes I don't want to. God takes us, oh, this is pretty. God takes us to the top of the mountain to teach us to fly or catch us if we fall. He is always present. Yes, God definitely directs our steps. It's up to us to follow. Absolutely. Oh, thanks, Brenda. I feel you're a good person. It shows every day how wonderful you are. We are all together. And I like to think that I'm a good person. Perfect? Nah. Make a lot of mistakes? Yep. Begging God for forgiveness? Yes. But by and large, I do believe I'm a good person. I have the best of intentions. I want to be a servant of his, thereby helping to serve others. And this is the gift he gave me. The gift to encourage. And I hope and pray constantly, literally, every prayer I pray, there's something about this in there, that I am doing well by his gift. Because this isn't me, y'all. I'm just a vessel. Just like we each are. I love that top of the mountain. Have to go to work. Those that are here and those that could make it this morning, I hope you all have a wonderful week. You too, Marie. Have an amazing day. You know what? Don't just have one. Make yourself have one. Aw, Amy, that makes me happy. I hope you're healing very well. You know that we love you, kiddo. And tell Jody if he doesn't keep being nice, he will have a broken butt. Just saying. You got a lot of friends. Although Jody is an amazing husband. Y'all are an amazing couple. You're such an inspiration. Absolutely, Bobby. We are all an instrument of God's peace. Oh, Kathy, you have no idea how much that touches my heart. So as I go through this week, I will be doing some lives on the page, creative lives. We don't really know what or when. We're going to just call it mystery. Dre does mystery lives, right? Mystery time. But I want you to know that I will take and carry you in my heart to help me make it through the next 2 weeks. They're the most difficult of my life every year. But every year I make it through and I'm still smiling and I'm still choosing joy and I'm focusing on gratitude and practicing gratitude, because if I don't, I'll fall backwards, and I'm not willing to do that. And you know what? When I finish my journey and God says, although he'll already know, what'd you do with the gift I gave you? Huh, kiddo? What'd you do? Then I have to answer. Okay. I want to be able to answer and say, God, I did the best I could with the gift you gave me. Praise you for giving me that gift. And him say, well done, my child. And open the gate. Right? And I hope that for each and every one of you, as a cocoon and butterfly, we're all transitioning every day. Beautifully said. Beautifully said, Fredna. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for taking part in the interchange of encouragement. You encourage one another and you encourage us just as much as you say you're encouraged by us. So go out there and make it an amazing week. Take the action required to get to know yourself better, to focus on the good, because if you're focusing on the good, the bad don't have room. Practice the gratitude. Never give up your power. The power to be that amazing human being God created you to be. Celebrate you. Ranch House celebrates you. That's our theme this year. And I want you to take a little bit of that power, because it doesn't take much. Sorry, that was a fly. It doesn't take much to just simply always, always, always choose joy, y'all. Make it an amazing week. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.